Alrighty. Hello, hello. Oh boy, why is this so... Hold on. My screen is hurting my eyes here. Sure, that should work. Yes, that sucks less. Okay. Hello, Ling. Hello, Brownie. How we doing? Oh, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna turn the music off. We're gonna turn the game music back on. This could be loud. Let me know if this is too loud. This is too loud in my ears. Oh, okay, there we go. Evilise Alliance was a microbrand, yes. So around the time that this game got released, basically like post FF12, right? Or like, so Final Fantasy Tactics gets released. It stays in the background as this super popular cult classic. FF12 gets released under it gets released and it's in Evilise. It's like in the same world as Tactics, and that was part of what they called the Evilise Alliance because it was like one of their most popular settings that wasn't tied to specific characters in the same way. Like people wanted more of Evilise specifically in a different way than they wanted more of FF7. But this was during the time when they were like, oh, what if we started releasing games that were like specifically in the same world? So you had like the FF7 sub-series that was like branching out, and you had the Evilise Alliance, which was the War of the Lions remake of Final Fantasy Tactics. It retroactively added Vagrant Story to the Evilise lore in ways that had previously not been made explicit. FF12 was in here. FF12's sequel was part of this. And I believe Final Fantasy Tactics Advance 2 was also technically in a version of Evilise, if not necessarily made explicit. So yeah. Game is a bit loud relative to my voice, FYI. All right, we're going to turn my desktop audio down a little bit further. You told me about the baby. Yes, you told me that you got to play with a baby. Audio is like How to Train Your Dragon main theme levels so loud. Oh no! Here, I'm going to turn this down even further. We'll try that. Is that any better? Who decided we needed a HD or live action? Who decided that we needed that? Our corporate overlords. You know, the ones that think that we always need another sequel or live action version of whatever. It's the same thing as always. Ads are snoozed for 5 minutes. It was a very good baby. Good, I'm glad. Yeah, if you were paying attention on the Discord, my brain has been in big sad mode because it's big sad hours of the day, of the year. So that's why we had the delay on stream. We're probably going to be a little bit more low-key tonight. But we are going to try to defeat the next scenario. Last time we played, it was a super Pyrrhic victory. Everybody but Ramza died. Like bodies disintegrated. Like straight up, our entire party died. So we're gonna try this again with the foreknowledge that Wiegraff's sword skills are brutal. If you need a quick plot synopsis, because it's been a hot minute since I last played this, we are basically like not quite full-blown members of a like royal order of knights. um, we are in the process of putting down a like proletariat, not quite proletariat revolution, but the like volunteer civilian army that was a central component of our country's strategy in the war that we just lost. We're putting down their rebellion because they got cut free by the crown to cut like financial losses, and it's like these are a bunch of soldiers that they didn't even get severance. They didn't get paid in the first place, right? So they are justifiably angry at the way that the aristocracy has treated them. But because we don't realize that we're the baddies yet, we have been helping put down their rebellion because they're, brigands and outlaws. And that's the knightly thing to do, is to violently deal with violent brigands and outlaws. And we're in the final stages of that. They have kidnapped our best friend's sister. Our best friend is not noble-born, but they are like foster siblings. So she was confused for our noble blood. And well, we'll just see how that goes. So there's dissidents in the ranks. We've killed their leader's sister, despite not really wanting to, but that's... At this point, we are on the level of, like, the gears of history are moving and there's nothing we can do to stop it, because we are not yet class conscious enough to understand our part in all of this. We are the Empire for Act 1, and then shit breaks bad even further. And we go, enough of this. All of this, just in case you've forgotten, all of Act 1 is an extended flashback. The very first mission that we have, our best friend Delita from our days at the Royal Knight Academy, breaks into the like famous church, steals the princess, and runs off with her while we are distracted fighting the like armed forces outside that are besieging this monastery. And so we go, oh my god, Delita, I thought he was dead. And then we have, Act 1, which is our extended flashback of our school days, of the final, months of our school days together before everything went to shit. So, yeah. Tactics is one of those games where, like, if you're just playing it and not paying a lot of attention, you're like, haha, cool, Final Fantasy on a grid. And then if you are paying attention, you're like, holy shit. And if you're not paying attention because you put it down for a long time and, like, have to do the plot synopsis thing, you're like, oh my god, why is this plot so complicated? So, anyway, I think we got... I think I did a voiceover of this the last time we tried, but we're gonna do it again because it's been a minute. So Wheatgraph says, why have you kidnapped this girl? Gragaroth, the like new second in command or something, goes, we had to take a hostage. There was no other way to escape. Then why not release her once you are clear of your pursuers? Do not tell me this madness has taken even you. The previous second in command was basically like, fuck it, our revolution is a failure. Like the nobility has too much power behind it. Even still, like the best we can hope for is to get a bunch of money and like get the hell out of Dodge. It is implied that he had become a sort of double agent working as an agitator for the nobility. I am no Gustav, if that is your fear. Gustav is the previous guy. The best part is that we don't even fight Gustav. Gustav gets killed in a cutscene. It's so cool because Gustav gets kind of built up as like this potential villain for us to fight, but no, actually, because we are not the heroes of Act 1. And the climactic showdown is between Wheatgraph and Gustav as Wheatgraph's life goes to shit. Act 1 is so good. when you analyze it. Like, oh my god. Think, Wheatcroft, we've lost the greater part of our number, and the Northern Order draws upon us from all sides. She's of Bayou of blood. 100 swords, 1,000 could not buy our freedom with such ease. So we fly. What then? Know you some happy haven in which we may alight? If we flee, they win once more, as they have always won. Wheatcroft is either, depending on your outlook, lost in the sauce, he's high on his own supply of this revolutionary stuff, or he is a true believer willing to leave his mark on history, even if it is at the cost of his own life, and like the lives of his like co-conspirators, because he like truly believes in this mission. He is a political visionary, whereas the rest of his men are perhaps a bit more opportunistic and just want to be paid for the war that they lost. So we must make for our children a fairer future than the past you and I have known. They must not suffer as we do. The stone we cast might raise only the smallest of waves, but see how they crash upon the shore. Waves rich with our blood. Then you order us to our deaths? If by our deaths a single drop of noble blood shall water the earth, they shall not be in vain. Foolishness! The only blood the earth will drink will be our own. The remainder of our forces should yet be safe in our fastness at Zeekden. We must rejoin them. Together we have the strength to strike. And if they are already dead? Miluda? Slain? Impossible. The little fist shake is so good. The company which slew her must approach even now. Your orders, Commander? For the record, Miluda also, we like gave our characters at least gave her a bunch of opportunities to give up. Like, you fight her multiple times and give her the chance. Like, the characters give her the chance to run away after the first confrontation, and so she escapes. And so that's why you fight her again. And the entire time you fight her, the second time especially, you're like, Miluda, we don't have to fight. Like, if we just talk this out, like you know, we have the ear of the nobility, like we might be able to sort this out. And she's like, the fact that you are part of the nobility is in and of itself a problem, and the fact that you are like giving only me and mine this preferential treatment is the problem. The fact that you have the power to do that is the problem, and I would rather die at your hand with like with my sword in my hand trying to cut you down. I would rather die that way than to like accept your mercy, because your mercy is a poison. Like, oh my god, it's so good. Hello, Akka. I'm getting super like, I'm waxing poetic about the first act of Final Fantasy Tactics and how it is some of the best writing in this goddamn series, let alone this game. So Wheatcroft says, we quit this place at once. We shall make for our fastness at Zeekden. The girl will be left here, Graggoroth. The northern sky is upon us! They attack! They waste little time. Sorry, we're out of ad snoozes, so after that, we're getting ads. I shall hold them off here. Graggoroth, you will take the others and make for Zeekden. I will run, yes, but I do not mean to die. This thing's like the first act is Shakespearean in its tragedy. It's beautiful. All right, so we've got our two thieves. Actually, thieves go there. Monk goes there. Chemist hangs out in the middle. The auto potion might be helpful. He doesn't need throw potion. Gilda has throw items and white magic, which might be more helpful. It's unclear. Ling, I actually can't do that because a podcast already did it better. If you listen to the because so much of my analysis is like directly inspired by theirs. But if you listen to the Retrograde Amnesia podcast, they did a like chapter by chapter, beat by beat, in-depth analysis of this game, as their not current RPG that they're going through, but the one that they did most recently that's like complete. So not paid to show. They are my current work commute podcast, so I listen to them a lot, and I like their vibes. Anyway, Ugraph says, your faces are known to me, but I did not know that you would one day kill my sister. Miluda deserved a better death. They did not even send proper knights to kill her. Which is true. The aristocracy does not respect these guys. The aristocracy has been like, yeah, you know what? You guys are good enough to take out the remnants of these guys. This will be your first military honors on your way to, you know, proper greatness, is getting rid of like, this street trash, basically. She was your sister. I'm sorry. I will not flee before her murderers. I'll avenge Miluda's death or die in the trying. Man, in any other game, Wheatgraph would be like the protagonist. Maybe not necessarily the hero, but definitely the protagonist. And unfortunately for all involved, he is not. Okay, so his holy sword techniques are gonna chew through us. Oh, hi. Alright, so we're gonna tailwind the other thief, because we need both of us to be speedy. I don't know what goes into the steel, like, formula, but I do know, what do you still don't have any martial arts. Oh, and I got rid of your other things, so now you only have items. Okay. This is better for survivability, but less helpful for our ability to just punch people to death. But I think the added items will be helpful here. There's some new stuff to play as in Stellaris Console Edition, and also it's so radically different, you're going to have to watch some tutorials. Which one was Stellaris again? Oh, that's according to Lovely Wife, it's the civilization game in space that she plays and then gets frustrated with because she doesn't like the extermination part of 4X games. Because something. Oh, can we steal heart? Oh no, we're too far away. Okay. Helm, shield, and weapon are the three that Taylor has here. We're gonna have him wait. Also, ad starts in like 10 seconds, y'all. Delita says, my sister, Tietra, you will set her free. Your sister? Then you are Beov, yes? Yes. If it is a Beov you seek, address yourself to me. So, Gragaroth has erred, but surely the girl must hold some connection with House Beowulf. You draw no distinction between our house and those who deal with us? This is great. This is like the two worlds colliding, right? With Delita stuck in the middle. Because Ramza is like, dude, like, we're different. And he's like, no, actually, you're not. Like, to the outsiders, you're all the Beowulf house. Doesn't matter if you're actually a Beowulf. You found the most insane Minecraft texture pack earlier today? Oh, actually, some friends of mine are playing a mod pack right now. Not a texture pack, because I know that can be applied on like most things, but a mod pack that turned it into like an RPG with like a quest line. And I've been like mulling it over, being like, is this how I finally get into Minecrafting, like legitimately, as opposed to just occasionally being like, I'm gonna play for 2 hours and be Robinson Crusoe, and then create like a self-sufficient bread farm and give up. Okay, so he says, should I? Well, it matters not. There was no question as to her release. We make no habit of holding hostages. But first, we've a score to settle. You will see her free, if you live to see aught at all. Alright, homie. Alright, yeah, see, that's the thing that gets me is that one. Because it just kills me regardless of how much HP I have. Just the status is KO, which is excruciating. If I can steal his sword, then we're no longer at risk of getting auto-fucked. It's an original Game Boy style texture pack. That's really cool. Okay. I only have 6 Phoenix Downs. We did not think this through. Alright, homeboy. Oh, we only got 1 HP out of it. Ah, beans. Alright. You still can't get there? Aw, dog. Oh, because the chocobo's in the way. Okay. I love how he cannot be charmed. It's a similar instance from before. She's got a 52% chance of charm. Yeah. Damn. Alright, we're really 0 for 2 here, huh? I have steel and metal. Metal? Oh, you know what, actually? Hold up. Can I chant him some HP? Ooh, 39 HP is still not a lot. It might be enough to survive a hit, which is really all we're going for here. Oh, snap. All right, cool. It's his turn. I'm almost wondering if it might be better to just not even have him equip heavy armor for this fight. Because this, like if he takes 45 damage and goes down, or has 50 health, takes 45 damage, and gets the auto KO, that's basically the same scenario, you know? Although, if he's going to act as a enemy sponge, might not be that bad of an idea. So that's the thing, is that the rest of these guys are kind of schmucks. Like, if it were just the other enemies, this would not be a problem. You're going golfing tomorrow with your unit? Yeah, don't take me golfing. I'm like really, really bad at it to the point where like it makes me mad. Because it's not that I want to be good at golfing, it's that I want to be able to hit the ball ever. And it turns out that I apparently can't do that. Potion heals us for 3rd. Apparently we've got the right angle for it. You've gotten your fair shares of holes in one in mini golf. Alright, if we can just steal his sword. If we can just steal his sword. No! Honestly, this might turn into another grind session, if only so that we can have 2 people with steel sword here. Okay, I need you. Oh damn, boy's got ups. Also terrible at golfing, but you don't mind, and usually walk on nice days about your speed. Yeah, it's not that I care about being good at golf. Like again, it's literally the one time that I was at like a driving range, I literally like I couldn't hit the ball. I was at that for a long time. I could not hit the ball. And like that was the thing that was really frustrating. Alright. He's probably gonna... Oh shit. Still going after our healer here. Which, like, smart, but also... You don't golf, but it's going to be fun. You're always down for activities that are actually interesting for a group of people to hang out with in a unit. It's not just tug of war, cookout, forced to be in one area as a group. Okay, let's see. So we need to hook a high potion at this boy. Get him back on his feet. Alright, I think what we're going to do here... So really what I'm seeing is that Ramza probably shouldn't be a thief for this fight. Because he's got steel armor, steel shield, right? Our man here as a thief doesn't have steel armor, but could pretty easily learn it. That's like one... He's probably like one grinding session away from learning steel armor, if we're being honest with ourselves. And then we can have a grinding session of turning Ramza into enough of a thief to have the suite of skills, etc. We can do that later and have him be a monk here and just really be dedicated to pummeling these other enemies. Oh, you know what? The blind effect might actually increase our chances of stealing here, huh? That might be something to try. Come on, you son of a bitch. Let me get your damn sword. Like, we're all screwed if you get all of the sword skills off. Hey, it didn't kill him. Nice. We also definitely should have been going into this with more Phoenix Downs than we currently have. So this is probably a failed attempt, but I like that I'm learning stuff every time. I do appreciate that. You know, one thing about tactics games that you always forget about, like in Fire Emblem, is status effects. You normally forget about them, but you think because of Unicorn Overlord way it's done, you're thinking about them more. Yeah, so I think in tactics, they're actually pretty well done. Especially if you're not going for, like, absurd, super builds. Ha-ha! Gotcha! Now you can't use your sword skills, which means the rest of this is easy pickings. Just imagining this poor guy trying to fight while these thieves are hanging off his sword as they try to pry from his grip. The best part too is that, so I was talking about this before in our previous couple fights with Maluda, is that from a Ludo narrative perspective, right? We're also like robbing these people of their equipment. Like in the fight, we are robbing them of their equipment, their means to defend themselves, and we're just like, yeah, this is fine. Like, we are truly the baddies. Wait, he can do that even without a sword? Oh, dude, what the fuck? Why did I spend all that effort stealing his shit then? I guess it dealt less damage, but still. Fuck. That was like my one strategy. I thought that the whole point of Holy Sword is that you needed a goddamn sword to use it. I feel robbed, which is ironic because I robbed him. Turns out you can fight with an unarmed strike. You know, I really should have thought of that. That's on me for not, realizing. Okay. I'm just gonna try to steal the rest of his stuff now. Screw this guy. He has no weapon for us to steal. We can steal his helmet for 43% chance, or his shield for 38. We'll go. Damn, he punches like a. Oh, you can use chant. Toledo, what a bro. Honestly, the Mithril Sword is, like, big enough that it's, Honestly, I think he keeps dying from it because of his damn high faith. I think if he had a lower faith, he'd have a higher chance to survive the auto kill effect. This really feels like a poorly thought out spike in difficulty. Like, I don't know what I'm supposed to do to guard against that. Sometimes in Baldur's Gate 3, the rest of the party passes a perception check for like a button, and then I hit the button and then Will passes. That's hilarious. Ugh. This fight is not fun, dude. Like, I don't know if it's just the way I'm playing or what. Like part of the reason why I was so obsessed with like, yes, it's nice to get some of his gear a little bit early. It is not substantially early. It is not like the most important gear upgrade that you'll ever get. I legitimately thought that stealing his weapon would prevent him from using his holy sword, which, you know, as you've seen, this one, it seems like he's only got the Northwind strike, but in the last time we fought him, his rolled abilities included like stasis sword or something. Like, I just don't know what you're supposed to do to counter that. Like, I guess the answer is you're just supposed to kind of pile drive everybody onto Regraph. I really wish I had like commentary on what they were going for, and if they ever thought that a particular level was like overtuned or something, you know? Yeah, well, so I know from experience from the last time we attempted this that you don't even have to KO him. You just have to get him to low enough. But even that was difficult. The fact that you only get 4 units plus Delita is a little rough. You are outnumbered in this fight, and Delita is not a helpful character. As much as he's really cool, like in the terms of the story, he's not actually an effective unit. Yeah, we only have 1 Phoenix down left. So what? We use it on Ramza. And hope that Ramza doesn't, like, just get murked again? Lay down your arms, Weegraf. What end will more death serve? What end did my sister's death serve? We did not set out to kill her. This quarrel need not be settled by the sword. Let us treat and persist not in this bloodshed. You see it not. The reason we hold fast to our steel. What advantage might I hope to enjoy at the treaty table? And who would set a seat for me there? You? Even were it in your power, your brothers would never heed any agreement we might reach. My brothers do not want this fight. Set down your sword, Weegraf, and my brothers will treat with you. Ha! No spoony bard could spin a sweeter tale. You say your brothers do not want this fight? Tears, then, for the world you see is one beyond my weary sight. You would have me believe my brothers plot at war. Callow child, the hands that guide history's reins are ever black with blood. Think you Dystarg's hand more just? A new justice is born and dies on the lips of each man who would pronounce it. Do not mock my brothers! This was such a messy fight. You fight well, boy. Forgive me, Maluda, but there's too much left undone for me to lay down my life now. Weegraf, wait! Who do you think sent Gustav to kidnap Marquis Elmdor? It was none other than your lord brother Dystarg, with Lord Zalbag's approval, to be sure. Absurd! Why would Dystarg do such a thing? The lions vie for power in the void left by the king's death. I speak, of course, of Larg, the White Lion, and Goltana, the Black. Each hopes to learn who may be counted as friend and who as foe, but such things are not so easily read. Easier rid yourself of those whose loyalty is uncertain, and install others to rule in their stead. I fear Gustav, fool that he was, tired of our rebellion, and was taken in by the silver tongue of your dear brother, Dystarg. Lies! No Beowulf would do such a thing so craven as this. Do not take my word for it. Judge their actions for yourself. Farewell, young Beowulf. Weegraf! Coward! You insult my name and flee in the same breath. Alright, I'll take that as a better fight. It was not the way that I would have wanted to do that, but we got the we got his mithril sword at least. And that's better than nothing? But yeah, definitely not a fan of how that went. Teacher! Tietra! Where are you? I never know how to pronounce it. She's not here. Where have they taken her? Weegraf has lied to us! Come, Delita, we must hurry to Zeekden. Tietra is there, I'm certain of it. Why? Why is this happening? Why, Ramza? Why Tietra? I'm sorry, Delita. Yeah, so if it wasn't clear, Delita and Tietra don't have parents. So they don't, like, all they have is each other, and they've been supported by the Beowulfs, but Delita was being supported by the Beowulfs, like, for Ramza's sake, right? Like, it is essentially like, it would be good for you to have, you know, a strong and capable valet who owes you his life. So here, your friend, we will now take care of him. But Ramza, being, you know, the naive, you know, young boy that he is, goes, oh, that couldn't possibly, like, that's not the case. This is from the goodness of my brother's hearts, and you know, this man is my foster brother. Ignore elevation is going to be so sick. Dragonheart. Oh, that's right. But yeah, that was messy, let me tell you. I did not like how that fight went down. We're gonna save over it because nobody perma-died. But yikes, that was not a good fight. That was not how we want our fights to go. And we need to go back to Garland anyway to restock on items. Ooh, okay, we have new gear for characters. So, Mage Masher, 4 attack, 5 block. 4 attack, 5 block. Okay, so basically it is more valuable because this game values mages higher. Mage Masher is fine, but we don't need it over a blind knife right now. Wait, who the hell is my silk robe? Oh, the black mage does. Okay. Oh, that's right. Yeah, because Gilda's part of our B squad. That's right. Yeah, I think actually what we're gonna do is we're gonna have Ramza no longer be a thief. We're gonna turn him back into a monk and have him continue working on monk stuff. Because thief was just that fight was just excruciating. That was not fun. You're gonna go to bed? Okay. Okay. Oh, and because I'm loud.
Because you're loud. Also because it's not normal. It's not part of you.
I already told her that it was fantastic. I had multiple pieces at work. Yeah, she was like, hey, I hope everybody likes my pumpkin bars. And then later on, I was like, when you say pumpkin bars, did you mean the fucking like sheet cake that you brought in? So I think. We're actually gonna buy 10 more of these, just to make sure that we have them covered for a while. Okay, so the thief, we have 323. Oh wait, that's right. We were keeping him as a thief specifically because he. Oh, we apparently have another ad that's coming up, or that is in motion already. I apologize. That's right, because you learn skills faster when you have somebody else in the team. That's why he's a thief. Okay, Ramza will stay a thief until Taylor learns steel weapon, which will take like a fight, I believe. He needs 41, or no, steel armor. Love you too. Once he has steel armor. And then I bet there's not like a support skill that gives you improved steal chances. But we're gonna go Aura Blast. And we shouldn't need items for grinding fights, so that can return to Fundaments. Let's learn Explosion now, just to have it. Because really, we need to get these three, and then we're good on active abilities for item. And then we need 350 at the end for like shits and giggles, basically. Man, eventually we're gonna get hands on guns, and Miles is all of a sudden gonna become way better, because guns are they're not the best weapons in this game, but they are definitely the best weapons that chemists can get their hands on, and it allows them to stay well and truly in the back line. So that was a lot of menuing. We're gonna save here. Make our way back to Egros, see if there's any new gear here. Mythos swords are now in. Chainmail, I think, is now in. Was that no? Was that not in? Was that what's his name had before? Yeah, so it's not a huge boost. I don't think. Yeah, so there's no like good new gear here. So I think what we're gonna do is travel the green dots until we get. Oh, excuse me. Until we get an encounter. Thief. I don't know. White mage. Black mage. Knight. It's probably good enough. Hilariously, my biggest complaint in stuff like Wrath of the Righteous, like Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous, is that I have too many characters to keep track of. In Final Fantasy Tactics, most of the time, I'm like, man, I wish I could use more characters. I wish I could use more than 5 people at a time. It is very funny to have kind of the exact opposite problem. Tactics games are formatted differently than something like Pathfinder. They're designed to make it easy to juggle a large group. Oh, I agree. Yeah, the Pathfinder game, like, so I play that in my off time, and I'm like partway through Act 3 of 5 or 6 in that game, and like it's intimidating to get into. I've replayed Acts 1 and 2 like a lot, trying different characters or retrying certain things when I did something wrong in another file or what have you. And the main issue that it comes down to is that it is a lot to manage 6 full-blown, like, Pathfinder First Edition characters with their various spells and abilities and active things and level. Even if you let the game handle the level ups to be like auto level ups, it's still like in the middle of a fight. It's like a lot to handle. Lycaos latus something or other. Oh, there's only 4 monsters. Okay, yeah. So we want to be aiming at the Piscodemon, Linus. Actually, wait, hold on. Weakness is lightning. Okay. But like, yeah, like these games, they are a lot easier to like build characters in because the whole format of the game is simpler, and, like by design, you know. The white mage is still in it. Let's go. Oh, I should have targeted the whatever. Get owned, squid face. Honestly, I think my preferred way to experience something like Pathfinder would be to just have a group of people all choosing individual actions for the characters. Like, give me multiplayer, but in Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous. 34 JP. Yeah, he needs a single additional action, and then we're all set. Actually, no. You should heal yourself because you need something to do as a white mage. Can heal both of us. What are these dudes weak to, if anything? Weak to ice. Your TTRPG preferences are shifting more towards Fabbolt or old school TTRPG, like old school Essentials, away from 5e or PF2. That's fair. I I started with 3.5 and technically with 3.0, but you know, whatever. The first group that I was in started with 3.0, even though I personally started with 3.5 as like a reading and my own faulting attempts at getting into D&D. But like I personally actually really like that style. It's just that it's a fucking trap? There's traps? Wild. I didn't even know that was possible. I thought you needed the move find item ability to trigger traps. Anyway. Yeah, I don't know. I continue to like that style of game. Like I don't need I actually personally don't really like the old school style of stuff. I like when there's robust rule support for things. The games that I like that are rules light are aiming to be things typically far different from like dungeon crawling or like D&D style, you know, skirmishes. What is it, like Adventure World or something like that? Dungeon World? The game that is really good but is by turned out to be a shitty guy. But the like Powered by the Apocalypse version of D&D, I remember really liking that. Jackie, what are you doing? Please don't put your face right next to a fan. Please don't do that. You already have your butt on top of like the vent. I think she likes the warm air. Yeah, it's a real bummer because I actually really like Dungeon World. It's just like the guy who made it turned out to have been like a real piece of work. It's kind of a bummer. Gonna bonk ya. Oh, it dealt. I didn't know that that was possible. I didn't know that it knew how to do that. Because while you love globe-trotting TTRPG stories, you also want to do a much more contained thing sometime where it's less about saving the world. Yeah, I mean, I personally think that those other games can do that. Like, I think that the sorts of games that I enjoy playing that can also focus towards the really small stuff, or not the really small stuff, but that can also focus towards more like gritty things, can be accomplished in those systems with tweaks that are already baked into it, right? So it's like, oh, keep things at low level, or oh, you know, in Pathfinder 2nd edition, say, you can reduce the numbers of a lot of stuff across the board by just removing their add level to like proficiency thing, and that changes the math on a ton of stuff. It makes things feel significantly less ridiculous when you're not, you know, getting plus 12 to stuff at like level 4. Oh, right, we gotta save our guy. Oh, shit. I got completely sidetracked here. Oh, you want to know what also we probably could have done in the Wheatgrass fight is use the shell spell. That might have also been helpful. I think that's probably something that the game probably wants me to do, and I'm just so against non-instant abilities that I forget that it's an option. Wake up, you lazy bones. Ah, beans. Oh, Jesus. Okay. So the traps are just out in full force, is what I'm seeing here. Damn. You know, I don't know if our thief ever got more than... We'll find out. Most who don't like stuff say D&D 3.5 because there are a million options and 99% of them are wrong. Yeah, it's one of the reasons why I actually like Pathfinder, the video game, is first of all, it handles all of the fiddly math for you. Like, if you put a thing that would give you redundant bonuses and so it wouldn't actually apply, the game tells you. It's like, hey man, you know, you've got your Ring of Protection +1 and also, you know, the potion that temporarily gives you the effect of a Ring of Protection. Like, they're not going to stack. So like it does that for you, which is very helpful from like a quality of life standpoint. But more importantly, when you're not playing, like when you're playing on the base difficulty, which is easier than core rules, basically anything is viable. And that's really good. Like unless you go out of your way to make a character that is bad. And you get a free retrain. You get at least one free retrain, and I think more than one even for a character. So if you're like, oh shit, I fucked everything up, you can just retrain the character, and you can like successive retrains are like they cost money, but you presumably don't need to do it a million times, you know? Like they have suggested builds, they have, you know, if you pick a core class, you can just let the game auto level you. Like the game does a lot to make sure that you're not screwing that up. Okay. Steel armor. Steel accessory is the last thing. But I think I'm no longer worried about it. I think he can just slowly work on becoming a better thief without it being Ramza's job to make him a better thief, you know, support-wise. We're going to continue our thing of Ramza learning the weird ones, and he will grab steel accessory, which does hurt because, you know, if we waited just a bit longer, he'd have move +2, but neither here nor there. Armor, shield, and accessory is fine for our off thief. As a monk, what have we learned? Cyclone, Purification, and Chakra. Okay. So these two are very helpful. He does not have any good offensive options, but that's okay. We can pick up Aura Blast in due time. Okay. Okay, so we're going to save here because this could be, depending on how the next bit goes, this could be the end of Act 1. So, Zeekden Fortress, we're going to give it a shot. We're going to see how it goes. It's probably going to be tragic. But only one way to find out. So, we've got Ramza and... Let's see. We'll go Ramza and Taylor here. And then second squad only gets 2 people. We're gonna go Chamberlain and Wolf Hilda. Give that a shot. No idea how this is gonna go. But yeah, I will say my preferred crunchy systems. If we're gonna get into like D&D style stuff, 5th edition and Pathfinder 2nd edition. 5th edition D&D, Pathfinder 2nd edition. There we go. Graggoroth goes, "Pick whence you came. Quick as shadows, or this one's blood makes crimson snow. Do not think to try my patience. This keep packs such a store of powder as you could scarce imagine. More than enough to deliver the lot of you to the Father's keeping, should your feet lack proper haste." Zalbag says, "The Order of the Northern Sky yields not before the braying of rogues." Lord Brother, Argath! Teatra! Delita! Withdraw at once! I'll not warn you again! This changes nothing, Argath. Loose your attack! And here we go. This is where shit breaks bad. Yes, my lord! Gods have mercy. Delita, I'm sorry. Teatra! Lord Commander, more enemies scale the pass. 2 score, mayhap 3. A man of Wheatgraft's look moves among them. Very well. We go to greet them at once. I leave the rest to you, Argath. Curse the lot of you. Teatra! And where do you presume to go, Delita? You whoreson dog! God, that's such a good one. You can love that. Argath says, "It is to be a fight, then. I'm only too happy to oblige." Zalbag, Dicedarg, how could you? Come, I will show you that common blood makes naught but a common man. This is another one where we're outnumbered. It sucks. So we've got, what, 2 knights, 3 knights? Plus 2 black mages, plus Argath. Why did you do it, Argath? What moved your hand? Your lord brother's orders, Ramza. What else? Would you have had us kneel before them and offer up the order's honor in exchange for the life of some common wench? She was Delita's sister! Is it not time you awoke to the fact that we are different from them? They are of lesser birth, and so meant to play lesser roles in life. Such is the nature of fate, Ramza. That commoner and his sister ought never have been here at all. Had they been mongering flowers on some street corner, she would yet live. So let's take a look at the gear that we can get here. So we got ice rod and some basic stuff. Again, basic shit from these guys. Yeah. Nothing to write home about. Interesting that they've got. Whoa, I think my cat just nearly fell off my computer. It's interesting that they have her, like, as a. They have her. They gave her a class. I don't remember that being in the PlayStation 1 version. I don't remember her being a body on the field. Oh, excuse me. All right, so none of these guys have anything good. Argath has Night Slayer and then a bunch of... Oh, that power gauntlet is spicy, though. Oh, I want that power gauntlet. Alright, so we're going to try to steal the power gauntlet from him, but otherwise... Oh, wait, I don't even know if we can. We can't. So, yeah, we're not going to try to steal anything. Having a thief here is worthless. Well, we made our bed. We're going to try to sleep in it. Oh, we've got an ad starting in a minute, y'all. What of you, Ramza? Why do you now raise arms against us? To turn your blade on us is treason. You would turn your cloak and name yourself a traitor to the Order of the Northern Sky? But the Order would never forgive what you've done. Does your naivety know no end? How ironic is fate that one such as you would be born a Beowulf. Make your peace with the gods, Argath. You die by my hand! Which would be so cool if Delita weren't like half of our level. Okay, so let's take a look at what's going on. Okay, so she's sticking a fire there. What do we have equipped? Thunder Rod. So it's gonna deal hopefully about 57 damage. You're late. Your sleep's been all kinds of messed up again. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Cypher. I hope that you're able to get yourself more sorted out. My birth was not of my choosing. Spare me the bleeding. You're no sheep. You're Beowulf, self-chosen or not. Yours is a line of champions, of lords among men. To do great deeds is your destiny, and your duty as well. Much is there that cannot be done, save by your hand. It falls to you to see it so, to act where we cannot. I will not be made a puppet. You? A puppet? Don't be absurd. The puppets stand before you, Ramza. Long have we danced for House Beowulf, that it might reign on history's stage. A dance that serves our ends, to be sure. The Beowulf name is our shield, behind whose aegis we've long thrived. It is the way of things. People are used and use others in turn. How do you think you came to be where you are? You are loath to be used, yet you fain use others. Even your so-called friend Delita. What do you mean? Chakra biatch. You play the White Knight, but I'd feed panthers on the plains. Save you. Oh. Oh, okay. I see how he's saying how to read that. You play the White Knight, but I'd feed panthers on the plains, save you'd see some use in me. Don't be absurd. I would never turn my back on a man beset. Then you'd best learn to start. Many a trap-sprung lion would sooner have his savior for a meal than for a friend. Does it grieve you, Delita, to see the depths of your own weakness laid bare? No mere commoner can leave his mark on history. You've not the power. Be glad you know enough to lament it. 'Tis all you can do, and more than you deserve. Is your forked tongue done flitting? What I'd hear from your lips are not words. Laughter, then. Be not so hasty, Delita. You'll hear that soon enough when you're on your way to your dear sister's side. I'll not be told what I will do or when. Not by you, nor by any other. So this is like if his sister getting shot wasn't enough, his arguments with Argath here are like radicalizing Delita. Good evening, Claudia. Oh, that's not good. All right, hold on. What is our turn list looking like here? Fire hits him. Blizzard hits there. Wolfhilda gets a chance right now to try to do something. All right. We are, in fact, going to move into this. It's going to suck a little bit, but hopefully healing our boy here will be worth it. Because that knight ran away like a fucking coward. Well, we survived the spell at least, and that's really what matters. Lucky what she knew was fire. I think that's weakened in a snowstorm. Oh, good to know. Chakra is just so good. Like, truly has no right being this good, levels of good. Oh shit! The weapon block saved her. Hell yeah. I do appreciate that in our exchanges here, Delita has been shot at by Argath 3 times. The only time Argath can hit him is to literally shoot him in the back. That's some good Ludo narrative right there. Like, I know it's accidental, but it's still really cool. Fire, Blizzard. Okay. I gotta be honest, I don't think it's worth saving him this time. Oh, wait. No, because it's being set on the corner there, which means this will work. Okay. Ah, beans. Don't have revive. Ah, alas. Ironically, I think those are the 2 people who can heal people, like, who can revive. So now we are, in fact, just going to kill Argath for the sake of our other party members. Delita, you're hurt! Speak not to me! When Argath falls, my vengeance turns on you, Ramza. Delita! Oh, this'll do it. Not at the hands of Milk's rabble. Sweet. All right, cool. We made it through these 2 fights. Glad to see you. I was able to get back the desire to stream with the chat on Discord. Yeah, it was honestly, talking about it on Discord was like a huge help for me. Helped me kind of sort through the feelings. Part of it is that And anybody who knows me from real life, like for an extended period, will tell you, oh shit, oh, I'm gonna shut up while we get this scene.
I'm sorry, Delita. Ah! What was that? The powder! Delita! We must away! Delita! Delita! I had lived my life the only way that I had known. But when the pillars of that life came crashing down, I did not stand and watch them fall. I turned and walked away.
Which, to be fair, is reasonable considering you're like a deeply traumatized, 17-year-old who like just had your entire worldview crumble. So there we go. All of that was our extended flashback. What's this, Ramza? Do you know him? He carries the princess with him. They'll not be able to travel far. You mean to give chase? What else? I will not return to the crown in shame. Well, you'll have no help from us. Our agreement said naught of this. I would not accept your help if you offered it. A true knight is all too eager to set right what he has let go miss. The lion's guard will serve the king's justice. Lavian, Alicia, we leave at once. Elder Simon, you are unharmed? The princess! What of the princess? She is taken. I'm sorry. But you may put your fears to rest. We go to rescue her.
No, no, milady, you mustn't. You would only throw your own life away.
Your worry will find no purchase with me. A knight is oath-bound to render aid. I want to go with you. I'll be no trouble to you, I swear it. Nonsense, Ramza. This is no concern of ours. I must go. I must know if it's truly him.
The boy, eh?
Well, there it is. Gods know where this path leads us. Chapter 2. The Manipulative and the Subservient. Quite the extended flashback sequence, isn't it? Yeah, I mean, it's a good framing device for the first act. But, alright, Lad joins the team. Yeah, sure. Alicia joins the team. Lavian joins the team. Yeah, why you wouldn't accept them, I don't know. Like, but now, look at this. Now we have two guest characters again. We have Gafgarian the Fell Knight and Agrius the Holy Knight. So as you can see, she has the same support skills, like non-active skills, as a squire, but she has basically what Wegraf was swinging around. So definitely missed some things in the hour before you joined. Okay, so Cypher, we did 2 story fights. We successfully defeated Wegraf without our entire team being absolutely wiped out. And then we chased after Wegraf. So if you remember from last time, I was able to defeat Wheatgraph, but my entire team died, so I was like, fuck it, we're gonna redo. So we redid, and we were able to defeat him this time. Wheatgraph, upon being defeated but not slain by the party, is able to escape with his like teleportation ability that he pulls out of nowhere. Basically, he uses like a teleportation gem, we'll say, and escapes with the intent for the rest of his crew to have also run away. The guy that had kidnapped Tietra keeps her, brings her to the fortress that the remainder of the corpse brigade has like holed itself up in, and he is holding Tietra hostage on like a long bridge up above everything, and he's basically like, don't come near, like, let me go or I'll hurt her. Zalbag, the middle brother of between Dystarg and Ramza, tells Argath to take the shot. It is unclear on whether or not he means to shoot, whether or not he purposefully meant for Argath to shoot Tietra, as like basically saying, go ahead and just shoot the hostage, or if Argath took that as a liberty to shoot the hostage, right? It is unclear on whether or not Zalbag was ultimately okay with that, or if he just accepted the outcome as like the necessary cost of doing warfare, right? But either way, Zalbag is like because Argath shoots Tietra in front of Delita and Ramza, who look on in horror. Then shoots the other guy who like when she gets shot, he's like, oh my god, like it wasn't supposed to be like this. Then he gets shot by Argath, slinks off into the fortress, which we have been told by multiple accounts is packed full of gunpowder. We then fight Argath because we're like, holy shit, dude, why would you shoot Tietra? She was Delita's sister and also the hostage. And Argath goes, fuck her. She's a commonborn. Her own, like, killing her meant nothing, right? I got the guy that I was trying to actually hurt. So then, Delita and Ramza together, work together to take on Argath. Delita in an utter rage, Ramza, completely despondent, like, what has my life come to? This is not how any of this was supposed to go. A few short scenarios ago, we were waving goodbye to Tietra, as we went to do our guard duty. Like, at no point was it supposed to go like this. And Argath, and the three of them kind of have like a philosophical debate while they're fighting. And Argath is basically like, look, Ramza, like, bloodline and name matters in this world. The rest of us use the Beowulf name, the power that the Beowulf name provides, as a shield from the other big name players in the world. And in exchange, we allow ourselves to be used for the house's ends, right? This is a lopsided give and take scenario, but we do profit in some way from this. Delita is like, the whole system has to go, Argath, I'm gonna fucking kill you. And then he goes, and and Ramza, when I'm done killing Argath, you're next. And Ramza's like, okay, you're mad, you don't actually mean that. But Ramza's like, holy shit, Argath, like, I didn't want this, I never wanted this, like, I was born a Beowulf, but that doesn't mean that I agree to any of this that just went down. And Argath basically is like, tough shit, dude. Like, that this is how the world works. And you can either work within it and rise up through the system, or you can be consumed by it. And I would rather work within the system and use the tools at my disposal. If you're willing to turn traitor to your family and the knightly order that they support, that is underneath them, then, like, yeah, you're just as bad as Delita. You're worse than Delita because you are refusing the truths of the world. So we have that fight. Delita After the fight, Argath falls, and Delita is on that bridge, cradling his sister's dead body. Silent, right? Ramza is trying to pick up the pieces here and is like, "Come on, Delita, we gotta go. Like, you can bring the body, but we gotta go." The gunpowder, a small explosion happens. He goes, "Oh shit!" And then he's like, "Delita, we gotta go now." The fort explodes, presumably consuming Delita in the flames, but we know that is not the case because he survives into the modern era. And he is in the history books of Ivalice, he is like the oh my goodness, excuse me. We know from like the framing device of the whole game that Delita is considered this great like hero warrior king that is the great like unifier and reformer of the chaos from the 50 Years' War into the War of the Lions. So we know that Delita survives and becomes a big name dude. But cinematically, he is presumably, without that framing device, Act 1 ends on him cradling his sister's body, being consumed by the flames of the fortress that is exploding with gunpowder, and Ramza having his entire world, his world like fall out from underneath him, runs away from it all and becomes a mercenary for like a couple of years or so, for like at least a year, I think. Joining up with Gafgarian's group. You suppose Persona 5 is longer? It is potentially longer because you can, in fact, travel around the map and have it take however many in-game years. But it is definitely the easiest to be. It is definitely like a pretty substantial one. Ooh, Mystic. That blinds people. That absorbs MP. That absorbs HP. Belief improves faith. Disbelief reduces faith. Corruption makes somebody undead. Quiescence, silence, fervor is berserk. Trepidation, reduce bravery. Confusion. I think Mystic is part of one of the skills into Orator. I think you level up Mystic to become an Orator. Yeah, but yeah, basically that is the original end of Argath's arc. He is a Act 1 only character. I know from listening to a podcast about the War of the Lions version that he will show up later as a new as like a reborn antagonist in like Act 4 or something. He gets kind of a weird, not necessarily earned payoff, but ignore her weather. Mystic is definitely going to be something we want to look into. But what do we have for white magic? Cure, Cura, Raise. Yeah, probably better use for her MP than anything else right now. Sure. Ooh, level 4 monk unlocked Geomancer. We're gonna have him spend a long time as a monk. Yeah. don't remember what the requirements for ninja are, but I know that they're up there. I know that they are, multifaceted. Steel accessory, and then we're gonna work on probably move +2. And then at that point, I don't know, maybe turn him into a knight or something? I don't know exactly what to do with Taylor. I think he is working towards something weird. I mostly wanted him to be a thief and then we could figure out the rest later, but... Nice. Alright, so we now have Lad. These characters that you get, they really do feel like, hey, in case you lost a bunch of characters in like the final fights, here's some replacement characters. They're not as cool as the ones that you just spent a chapter building up, but they sure are here. Purification. This is so weird. I almost feel like it would be better to have her have all three of them go back to Squire, be Squires. Friend, yeah, like they have the weirdest combination of things. Like Alicia should become a Squire. All three of them should spend some time as Squires. Yeah, I mean, I think it is just kind of a random assortment of whatever, but it's still like if there were going to be replacement units, why not have them have like I could totally understand if they were replacement units and they just also had like job point up and like counter tackle and like some levels of chemist or something, like just the bare minimum to have them be useful. But instead we're like chilling with Potion and Treasure Hunter for some reason. Like truly just unknown quantities of weirdness here. But sure, you can have Treasure Hunter. Why not? Oh boy. Welcome to the B Squad, ladies and gentlemen. Oh boy. We do not have a lot to go around here, do we? Okay, you're a monk, you don't need super heavy stuff. If we can get our hand on barbet and chainmail for you, that would be helpful. Who needs a mithril sword? Claudia has one. Lad, Alicia, Lavian could all benefit from one. Who has the highest bravery? Technically Lad. Sure. So if I remember correctly, this next bit for Merchant City of Dorter is like immediately a fight, I think. Yeah. All right. We'll bring Taylor because I want him to continue to be around to steal stuff. We're gonna have some offensive powerhouses, I think. So I think, like, the two knights are, their AI is weird, but they're not. Their skills make up for it, you know. So we'll bring Miles and Wolfhilda, I guess. We're no longer in the Dorter slums, at least. Remember this guy's face. His face, remember it. A purse of 500 gil per head. 'Tis coin I lack, not wits. 2,000, or you can stick them yourself. Mayhap you forget the ease with which men are branded heretics. Threats, is it? 1,000, then. 700. I can offer no more. Done. Let it never be said that I was aught but a pious man. I pray your newfound piety lends not itself to mercy. They will be here soon, and I shudder to think of your fate should any of them survive. No sooner speak the devil's name than he doth appear. Have a good night, Ling. Thanks for coming by. We've work to do. Best be about it. So that guy's from the church, if that wasn't clear. Gods be good! That's Sir Galgarian! 700 a head for this! Alright, so we've got a couple monks, a thief, and I think a couple black mages. An ambush! This day grows lovelier by the hour. If you'd not fight, the road home lies behind you. While I make no habit of charity, I could not well abandon so goodly a wench to rogues. Do not patronize me, sir. Love that. Just, I love their relationship because the two of them do not get along. So 2 thieves, 2 black mages, 2 monks. Does anybody have anything good? Nothing good on you. Ooh, you've got some decent stuff. The headgear and the mithril, but honestly, this guy. We want to steal from this guy. Oh, these aren't monks, they're archers. Alright, So anyway, what I'm seeing is that this thief does not have anything good enough to warrant saving. So unfortunately for him, he's going to get monk punched. Jolene, what a great name. What a great name for an archer. They're real mad that our thief killed their thief. So we're going to preemptively heal him so that way when he gets hit with a spell here, it's not going to kill him. Oh, nice. Clutch miss. We'll take it. Ganelon. Isn't that the name of one of the bad Zelda games? Oh, that's gonna target all three of those guys. Okay. Ah, damn. I was close. Oh, there's nobody I can reach with it. Darn. Yeah, we'll just normal potion ourselves here. Not the most exciting turn for our black mage, but time for murder. Oh, what does this guy even have again that I want? Headgear, so armor and helmet. Imagine charging up for that long just to miss. Aw, really wanted the thunder spell to go off there. That would have been hilarious. All right, so what do we got going on here? Who's fire is going there? It's going to target our thief, who is not in the best shape. He's not that rough. There, have that. move up here. Just chill out. Man, this is why I can't trust the NPCs with magic spells. It's because they do dumb shit like that. No, not wait. Steal. Give me your hat. Damn it. She could have just used a Judgment Blade on her turn or something too. Right. Like, this is why I'm generally not willing to let enemies have things. Ah, damn. He's out of range. Idiot. Sometimes he's clever, but other times, yo, real. Get off that chimney. God damn it. Gothgarian, I hate you so much. Just want to steal stuff and like take enemy abilities. That's all we want. Free Thunder Rod, we'll take it. Okay. That AI has no idea what it wants to do here. 14 and a half. The fact that this is still... Alright, no, we have to move for this. This is frustrating, but whatever. Like, I just want like some of that dude's stuff. I don't even want all of it. Poor AI, poor friendly AI has no idea what it wants to do. It's like, hang out in the corner, I guess, question mark? Aha, you've left yourself open. Maybe I can finally steal your hat. God damn it! Man, the one that even had the cool ability is not even here. Like, she was the one that turned into a fucking item. I think the thing with this game is that there are ways to play clever, and yet so often they're just completely ruined by the game doing what it wants. It's like, why do I put all this effort into grinding characters in certain ways and trying to get certain outcomes from fights? When when the computer will decide that, like, oh nope, incorrect, we're gonna walk on the one, we're gonna have your guest character absorb the HP from it instead of learning abilities. Finally, I stole your fucking hat. Maybe Gefgarian just wants to eat somebody's crystallized soul. Well, you know, maybe he should not want that and instead want the rest of my team to get better, actually. $40 job points, that's not bad. Guess what we're doing? Hanging out till we steal this guy's fucking shirt. No, I think he does know it. Yeah, he knows Shadowblade. It's because it's got a radius of 1. His AI is designed such that he doesn't actually want to target your main party with like negative attacks. So both of them are like, oh god, what do? I do wish that failed attempts still got you some amount of job points or something, because as it stands right now, Thief, like, it's kind of a job point sink when it can't actually make its turns go. Oh, I should have had him throw a rock. Damn. You remember it being single target? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's going on with the AI here. I'm not looking this gift horse in the mouth though. I have made it a thing. We are trying to steal. We're gonna steal the shirt off this man's back. Like, I'm sure that we can buy it in the next town. I'm not worried about that. It's become personal. Worth it. Oh, damn, he blocked it. Yeah, alright. We cannot linger. We must find Lady Ovelia. And how shall we do that? Call out her name and hope she comes running? Her captors have but one place to go. The impenetrable walls of Fort Besselet. Then we must lose no time. Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Honestly, let's give him a revive. Like... Oh man, more than almost 60% of the way to steal accessory already. I think I hear cat crimes. Ooh, she unlocked Time Mage. Do you have to get Orator from Mystic and Time Mage? Like, is it... Yes. I'll feed her in a minute. I'm about done with stream here. Is Duskblade the one? No, it is Shadowblade. I wonder if they improved Shadowblade and Duskblade a little bit because Fell Knight is a secret class that players can unlock. Mystic to Orator, Time Mage to Summoner. Gotcha. Alright, well... Orator is the one that we care about the most. So, which, for the record, is why Gilda is even hanging out as a white mage. Hold on. Nope, that's not correct. Linear? Nope. Linear is even worse. Oh god. Oh god. We'll figure it out. We'll figure out whichever one is correct. Screen scaling is nearest. Nope. I love how I am progressively making this worse, actually. Texture near. Screen scaling linear, I think. No, we don't want that either. There we go. Getting some weird glitches there with the... Okay, so she needs to be... Let's see, you unlocked it. And you are White Mage level 3. You are White Mage, I think level 2. Yeah, so you'll get it in like a fight or two. This Fell Knight is unchanged. The player unlockable Dark Knight is different. Gotcha. Well, then I don't know. I do not know. Oh, hi, Jackie. Give Judy the shoulder cape, I guess. Hi. Hold on, y'all. I gotta make sure my cat's not peeing on something. Alrighty. So we're gonna take a quick look at what Dorter. Well, first we're gonna save. Then we're going to take a quick look at what Dorter has to offer. Headgear and mithril vest. That is, which is what we stole from the other thief, so we can give that to Taylor without a problem. Ooh, and a mage masher even. Yeah, go for it. Hooray for theft! So, rods, shields, staves, headgear, and mithril vest are the new things there. Silken robe continues to be our main thing. Spiked boots give us a bonus to jump. Leather cloak, I believe, is the upgraded version of shoulder cape. Yes. So there's going to be a handful of characters that we're probably going to want to buy that for. Holy water fixes undeath, but I don't think we're running into that just yet. But soon we're going to want to get our hands on probably 10 of those to make sure that we're all set. Our man here can have a leather cloak. Get him a little bit more. Oh, same with our thief, actually. And then I think the rest of them can probably hang out with the second tier gear. I'm not too worried about... Oh, actually. Lavian... Oh, there's a Red Hood to spare. Alright, yeah, she'll be fine. So... Oh, should have given her a shoulder cape as well. Oh well. Or, whatchamacallit, leather cloak. But it's fine. everybody has more or less a full set of gear. Good enough. Okay, so we're gonna save. And we will pick this up again later this week, probably. I will be visiting some family on Thanksgiving proper, so probably not then. Probably not streaming on Thursday this week. And then I will be out of town this weekend. So if I get a chance, we will stream either tomorrow or Wednesday. Or if there is any weirdness, if I end up with extra free time or something on Thursday, then we might have like post-family streaming. But anyway, that is going to be it for me for tonight. Thank you everybody for hanging out with me. I know that we started late. I know that there was some whinging pre-stream, so I appreciate y'all letting me work through that. But yeah, I'm having fun with this. We made it to chapter 2. We made it to like the real game. This is where stuff starts to develop. So I'm looking forward to it. But have a good night, everybody, or morning, afternoon, evening, whatever time of day it happens to be for you. And until we see each other again, I hope you all take care of each other, take care of yourselves, and remember to always keep on shining bright. I will see you guys in the next one, and until then, bye-bye.